Hello guys, today is a kitchen slate. Let's get right into it. So I have here some chicken which I grilled in my air fryer for about 10 minutes, and that will be for my light soup. I also have in this saucepan some snails and some cow tail. Yes, I'll be using that for some groundnut soup. Next, I have here some cow tail and some beef. I'll be using that for tomato stew. So I'll be seasoning my protein with some blended onions, garlic, ginger, and my local mixed spices, okay? To my chicken, I'm also adding some chicken seasoning and some shrimp tablets with a little bit of salt. And then I'll also add some shrimp seasoning and salt to my other two saucepans with the proteins in there, okay? Because I made 3 different recipes on this particular day, the multitasking was massive, okay? I hope you like this video, share, leave a comment down below, and subscribe if you haven't already. So I have here on the fire some garden eggs and pepper for my light soup, and then in my other saucepan I have peanut butter or groundnut paste and tomato paste. I added some blended tomatoes and onions and topped it up with some warm water. Then I'm going to mix and cook the groundnut paste, okay? At this point, my garden eggs and pepper are ready, so I'm going to take that off and then start with my light soup, okay? As you can see, I added in some tomato paste, and then I'm topping it up with a bit of water, and then I'll allow this to steam. My groundnut is also doing beautifully well. At this point, I'll also cover and allow it to cook so the oil sits on top. This is my pot of stew. I'm going to be adding some tomato paste in there and then cover and also allow the meat to steam. Now my chicken is doing amazing. I'm going to give this a quick stir so my tomato paste is distributed and all my spices are absorbed into my chicken, okay? Then I'll cover and allow this to continue steaming. I used hard chicken, okay? So this pot is for my tomato stew. I'm going to uncover and also give that a very good mix. On the side, I have blended some tomatoes and habanero pepper with a little bit more onions, which I'm going to add to my pot of stew. Once that is added, I'll give it another good mix and then cover and allow to continue cooking. Up until this point, I have not added any oil because I had some leftover stew in the fridge which I intend adding later. So now I'm checking up on my chicken. It's doing beautifully well. I'm going to be adding my blended garden eggs and pepper and then top it up with my desired amount of water. So I know that everybody likes light soup a particular way, but in Ghana we do it light, if you get what I'm saying, the consistency I mean. It means that whatever amount of water you'd want to add at this point is up to you, so far as you correct for salt later. So my stew is also doing amazing, so I'm giving it occasional stirs so as to avoid burns, okay? Going back after about 15 minutes, this is what we have here. I'm going to be adding the stew I spoke about, which I had in the fridge. It also had chunks of beef in there. Once I give it a stir, I'm going to top it up with some oil and then taste for salt. If it's enough, I'll just allow this to simmer down and my stew will be ready. So just to chip in, this whole cooking process took about 3 hours. But as you can tell, the video is only 6 minutes long. So you see the hassle we go through as content creators. But anyway, it's well. So to the stew, I'm adding in some curry powder and some nutmeg for added flavor, okay? And then I'll give it a good mix and allow to continue cooking. So I'll be adding some vegetables a bit later, which I used carrots and then green bell peppers. You can add any vegetables of your choice, okay? And then I'll give that also a good mix. And then this should be on the fire for about 3 to 5 minutes and my stew will be ready. You dear, look at that. With the yam, with the rice, anything. This was so delicious, trust me. So remember we had 3 recipes to cook at the beginning, right? Okay, so this is my steaming pot of snails and cow tail. I'm going to use that for the groundnut soup like I mentioned in the beginning. So I'm, as you can see, trying to mix everything up together, and I'm going to allow this to continue cooking for a bit. But in the meantime, my light soup is ready. I left it to simmer on very low heat so all the oils settle beautifully on top. Now back to my pot I'm using for my groundnut soup. My protein is steaming away nicely. Next, I'm going to be adding my cooked peanut butter or groundnut paste, the one I did in the beginning. Okay, I'll give this a good mix and then add my desired amount of water. Like I always say, for soups, everybody has their preference. So however much water you'd want to add at this point is really up to you, okay? If you're still watching this kitchen slay, please do me a favor and give me a thumbs up for this video. Leave a comment down below, share, and let's keep this family growing. Now I'll leave this soup to cook on low heat whilst I serve myself with some fufu and chicken light soup. But you know what I did also? I took some snails from the groundnut soup and then added it to my bowl, or no, asanka of fufu. It was so good. And then later on I came back to check on my groundnut soup, which was doing amazing. At this point, all I needed was a massage, like from head to toe, because I was really tired. I hope this video motivates you to bulk cook and keep blooming.